Pinakamarami daw pong mga kababayan dito sa Southern California at sa Phoenix wala masyado. Pero alam niyo po ba, sa konti ng mga kababayan natin doon, there's one kababayan that's dominating the airwaves, and here is our interview with her. Nina Espero, our kababayan on the airwaves in Phoenix. Nina D, hello and welcome to Kababayan L.A. Nina, how is it like working in Phoenix? There's not too many Filipinos there. Don't you miss your community?
Yeah, I do. Well, first of all, it's hot. It's so hot.
Especially at this time of the year,
yes,
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, the highs are like in the 120s. But, yeah, so there's a lot of Filipinos.
So how did you stumble upon the job?
Well, you know, I went to school in Georgia for English. So I have an English degree, and in college at Georgia State University, they had this radio station where it was just a hobby of mine.
Right.
I was like, you know what? I loved radio and journalism and media, and so I specifically chose to go there to try to test it out while I was getting my degree, and then I went to school there and did it on, you know, the side to kind of test it out the waters, and I fell in love with radio, so I continued with my degree in English, and then I just continued with radio.
Well, you were born and raised here in L.A.
Yes.
And now you're working in Phoenix.
Yes.
What's Filipino in you? How does it show when the way maybe you speak, with maybe your choices of songs to play?
You know, it's funny because two things happen. Either I'll go to an event and someone will say, "Oh my God, you're a Filipina."
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh,
or they listen to the show and they go, "I only listen because you're Filipina, and we love that you're Filipina." And I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Exactly.
So, but it's funny because if we're talking about something on the air or we're breaking a new song, I'll always point out. I'm like, "Did you know that in the Black Eyed Peas there's a Filipino?" Or "Did you know that my Lolo said this?" Or "My Lola said that."
Oh, you try to stick it in.
I stick it in there.
Well,
and
thank you so much. You know, not too many people, Filipinos in the limelight, do that. Not a lot of us say out proudly that, you know, we are Filipinos.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think it was funny because I was talking to a friend of mine who was a missionary and went to the Philippines and said, you know, they're some of the proudest people that I've ever met, and they don't show it enough. You know, pride inside, but not like extroverted, I guess.
Also, some people here say that it's difficult to break in because there's still some biases out there.
Oh, absolutely.
Did you encounter that? Have you?
You know, it's funny because I was the first female on the hip hop station that I worked at in college, like on a certain show, and they were like, "Oh my God, and she's Filipina."
Yeah,
so
that's
it was a double.
Yeah, right.
So I'm just really proud. I'm like all girl power, all Filipino power.
Right.
So.
Now you have your own show. It's a daily show.
Daily
in the morning.
Yeah.
First of all, it's so difficult to wake up.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
It's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, the schedule's kind of crazy, but the benefits are great. I wake up at like 3:30 in the morning to get to work on time.
And the second thing is you can't have dead air.
No.
How do you do it? Are there days Monday to Friday? It's a daily show, same as Kababayan L.A. But are there days when you just don't want to get out of bed?
Absolutely.
You don't want to go to work. What do you do?
Absolutely. And it's funny too because I was telling my mom, I said, there's days where in the wintertime I just want to sit with a cup of lugaw and just sit and watch TV and not go to work. But really, I'm motivated by the fans and the music is so fun to listen to.
Right. It's soothing.
Yeah.
What kind of music do you play?
We play everything from Madonna, Prince, to, like I said, Black Eyed Peas, and then like older, newer, everything, R&B, top 40 from back in the day to today.
You mentioned two things earlier that I want to touch on right about now. Benefits. Can you really make a stable, established career out of DJing, playing music?
You know, it's so weird because if you work at it and continue in bigger markets, you can. You can. Because I started off making zero money when I was in Austin, Texas, and I was at, you know, a little station doing overnights. But if you work hard at it and you really have a passion for it, you can make a really good living and you know, just do what you love.
And you keep talking about your mom.
I know.
Over here. Not here, but because not too many Filipino parents support their kids in the arts because they're scared that it's not a stable job. How was it like for your mom, especially when you were working in a small radio station making zero money? And what did they say?
You know,
did they ever discourage you?
You know, it wasn't discouragement. They were always very supportive because, you know, they just wanted me to be happy. But of course they wanted me to have a good, you know, family background and stable career. So they were worried about finances, is going to be able to pay the bills.
Right.
They believed in me, and because I believed in me and they did, it worked out. But it is hard. Like, you make phone calls and say, "Mom, I need help," you know, and it's just kind of like, So,
but everything worked out well for you.
Yeah.
Now you're happy.
I am.
We are happy, and we are so proud of you. Go ahead, invite our viewers. Maybe they have friends in Phoenix to go check out your radio show.
Well, it's Nina D, and the show is called Lucas and Nina in the Morning, and it's on 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. I know it's early, but if you go, the website is movin975.com, and it's 97.5, so if you're in Phoenix and you listen.
Thank you so much, and thank you for making us proud. More power to you.
Thanks, salamat po.
Ayan.
Here it is.